What you might notice here is that we are shooting video of video, and it may get a little bit jumpy. We are recording once again. This is the third part of our attempts to learn something about the old Southwest Branch. That's the Southwest Branch, or it was once upon a time. It's now the 5-Star Trail. That building there is what's left of McFarland Supply. And we're looking here at Euclid Street, or Avenue, going right down to Main Street. Now, once upon a time, before the railroad came through here, Euclid used to come up right across here and go up this hill before the railroad was built. But once the railroad was built, that didn't happen anymore. What we're going to do is do a little bit of walking up Urania Avenue to see if we can spot any of these places that we were looking at from up on the branch. And frankly, speaking about branches, there were just so many tree branches that it was almost impossible to see anything. We're down here at Euclid, and that's Urania, going down there to south Mount Pleasant. I have to be careful here I don't get myself run over. Okay, as I'm being careful to keep from being killed by an oncoming vehicle, I'm going to show a picture here of what used to be the situation here. This was McFarland Supply. Judging by the vintage of the vehicles, this is probably a photo taken in the 1950s, and it's from a publication from 1962, the Greensburg Profile. And you can see this is Urania Avenue. We're looking north on Urania Avenue, exactly where I was in the video that we had just seen. McFarland Supplies building came the whole way down to the street there, and they also had a big tipple-like thing on the other side, and also over there on that side, the left side, was their office, and that is still there as was it the Galloping Gourmet, something of that nature. We're going to return now to the video, and see if we can't progress a little bit here. We're down on Urania. And the thing that becomes visible down here is a lot of structural stuff that was associated with traffic on the Southwest Branch. What it was used for mostly was McFarland Supply brought in a lot of their material. They sold granular material like shale and sand and cement, and they had buildings. You can see that structural stuff in the background over there where those trucks are parked. On top of that was once built railroad tracks, and there were buildings there too. And that's where McFarland Supply one time brought in their materials. And if you want to buy a dump truck, there's one for sale. Murphy's Tree Service. At the far end of this structural stuff up there, we're going to see the location of what was once the little engine house. Although almost everything of what was there was obliterated and been replaced. What we're looking at here is ferro-concrete structure. That's basically rebar that has concrete poured in forms. And when you see that, you know it's fairly recent, around 1900 and somewhat after. When you come upon the older structural work built with only stones, like the one we saw up the branch, you know that that's an older one. Now, in this area, right in here, we're across the street from J&D Flooring. Right in this area, right in here, sat once upon a time the little engine house that serviced the engines that ran on the southwest branch. That was before McFarland's Supply and before all this ferro-concrete stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is shut this down because it's just going to be too boring and too noisy to continue on with this. And we're going to say so long until next time.